Hello guys, Francis Abogonye here today, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how you can get started as a graphic designer to design for brands or start up your own branding or designing for a friend or an NGO. So I'm going to be talking to you guys how to get started with this stuff, from the kind of computers you use to the softwares to the plugins and all those good stuff you need to get started as a graphic designer. And I'm going to be giving you basic intro to Photoshop, CorelDRAW and InDesign, and subsequently we'll be doing for Illustrator. But for today, we'll just go for this tree, and I'll jump right into my computer right now and show you guys the step-by-step on how to use the tools for CorelDRAW, Photoshop and InDesign, so that you can start as a graphic designer immediately. You can start doing stuffs for yourself, stuffs for brand, and start making money if you really want that. So guys, let's jump into my computer and I'm going to show you guys these things. So if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tick that bell icon so that you'll be notified of any videos when I release them. Now let's get to my computer. Let's jump right into my computer, I mean to say, and let's get to the good stuff. Talking to you guys about how you can get started as a graphic designer, the basic tools you need to get started. In terms of computer, I suggest any computer is fine, whether it's a PC or a Mac, it's fine. So Lenovo, whichever one is fine. All you have to look out for is for the size of your computer. If you have a system that has a system ranging from Core i3 to Core i7, 4 gig RAM and above is fine, which you can use for graphics. The idea of having a very good system for graphic design is because of speed. And when you have a good VGA, it's fine. It can also work for you when you have good VGA. Also, so let's get to the softwares. The softwares you basically need, the softwares we'll be looking at is Photoshop, InDesign and CorelDRAW. We're replacing Adobe Illustrator with CorelDRAW, but subsequently we'll come back to Illustrator. We're definitely going to do Illustrator, that's for sure. And to get started, and the idea of using CorelDRAW again is because CorelDRAW tends to be subtle, soft in terms of creating curves. It is more beginner friendly than Adobe Illustrator. Illustrator is also friendly, but for us to just branch out a little bit on from Adobe, we should just use Adobe. We should just go with CorelDRAW. So now getting to this right now, you can look at the menu bar and this property bar, and also the tool section right here, which we have the tool section, and this other area which is very, very essential, the color palette and the swatches, and also the layer section, which is very, very important. You can just come here in the menu section where you have other options and you can navigate from point A to point B, or you can navigate from, depending on the setting you want to come up with. You can come to the file section and click new, which in every software you know you have to do. The dialog box pops up, which you can tweak your settings if you're very good with measurement. We're going to do a separate video on measurement as well, so that you'll be good with it. For me, I'm just going to go with 9820 to 1080 pixels, which is full HD pixel. This is what we basically need in terms of starting out graphic design. If you're good with measurement, that's fine. If you're not good with measurement, we're going to do a separate video that has to do with measurement. This is transparent. This is a workspace for transparency, in case you're wondering what these things look like. In graphic design or in any motion graphics or graphics in general, while working with this, you want to focus on things that are transparent. Another thing again will be let's jump on to CorelDRAW. This is a software called CorelDRAW. CorelDRAW can be used to do designs and all that. CorelDRAW has ranges from Corel 9 to Corel X8. Corel X8, I think that's the current one, except X9 is out. But because of beginners base, I think we should just go for X3. And X3 is also fun and very, very awesome. You can click new. The same thing applies to CorelDRAW, what we saw on Photoshop, which has the menu bar, the status bar, and the property bar by this side. And this other area is the tool section, which you can draw stuff. You can pick a particular tool, draw, and this area has the color, which you can just pick a particular color and fill it in to the shape you just created. This is the work section area on CorelDRAW, which also has similarities with the Adobe Photoshop. Also, let's jump right into InDesign. This is InDesign CS6. I just decided to switch between different ones. When you click on document on InDesign, it tends to pop up a dialog box which you can tweak up your settings in terms of changing this page size to A4, number of pages, facing pages, bleeding margins, and all that. These are the basic things you just really need to know to get started. I'm not going to waste much time on this one. Just click OK. So just like Photoshop and CorelDRAW, InDesign also has its own section where it has its own menu section, its own property section, its own tool section, workspace, and the area where you do your tweaking and your settings, like colors, layers, and the number of pages you have there. Which you can also put. You can also draw a particular box here. You can draw a particular what's it called? You can draw a particular shape here and put a particular color on it. On this section here, and you can also make a new. You can also tweak the color by maybe clicking on new, this area here, new swatch, and you double click on it, and it brings up this dialog box where you can tweak all of these settings. You can change the settings of this here, and everything will be fine. When you're trying to create books, or you're trying to create magazines like the Vogue magazines or novels and all those good stuff, InDesign is very, very good for them because it tends to hold it's very light, and it doesn't you can put as much pictures and as much graphic materials you need for designs, like high quality pictures, and the program tends not to be slow. In terms of plugins, we're not going to be using any plugins on InDesign because we don't basically need any plugin for this beginner's base. When we start getting to the advanced stuff, we're going to be using plugins. Even on CorelDRAW, we're not going to be using any plugins, so that we can just get started and beginners can also follow up. When we get to the advanced stage, we can be doing plugins, we're installing plugins on all these programs. Even on Photoshop, we can install plugins like ImageNonic, and other color plugins that we need to get started. But to get started in terms of the advanced base, then we'll get into the advanced tutorials. But for now, on the beginner's base, you just need these software basically to just get started, which is Photoshop, CorelDRAW, and InDesign. Adobe Illustrator is what we'll be doing subsequently later in our later tutorials, because for now I just want us to branch out of Adobe. That's why I'm bringing in CorelDRAW in place of Adobe Illustrator. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of any videos that I release when I release them. I'm all about giving value here, and you can leave your comment in the comment section down below, which I'll be replying to. And do feel free to email me whenever you like. My email will be dropped in the description box down below. So guys, tomorrow I'll be doing a video on creating a logo, how you can get started with creating a logo and creating a business card, as well as a letterhead if you are trying to do branding for yourself, either for your business or for someone else's business, or for a major brand. Whatever you're trying to do, either you are an internet marketer, maybe you do affiliate marketing or e-commerce, that can also help you in terms of branding your whole social media brand and your ad copy. Alright, that's all for now. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow in the next video. Bye.